guys on the ATL.
Hello and welcome to today's episode of Focus Atlanta. I'm your host, Keisha Lancelin. Thanks so much for tuning in with us this Sunday afternoon. In our first segment, we're going to give you an idea about how to maybe get some of those things that you were thinking you couldn't afford anymore or might be hard to get, and it's called NuBarter. I am here with Tillinger. Aaron, thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you much for having me.
What is NuBarter?
Well, NuBarter essentially is a barter exchange network. Okay. We use electronic currency that companies can use to buy and sell products instead of cash.
Now, you guys have been around for a while, so you kind of beat the recession rush. But right now, I could imagine that lots of people are thinking, that's a great idea. Are you finding that it's getting to be a little bit more, are people really flocking to it now?
Oh, absolutely. We started in 2002 down in Savannah, Georgia, with one person. His name was Gary, in his garage and just going, to small businesses that he knew. Now we have 1,200 members, actually 1,500 members in 12 cities.
Wow.
And in the last year, we've seen over 30% growth.
I bet.
While other companies are, having a hard time just trying to break even.
You're right. So what kind of things are people bartering? Is it everything from hotel rooms to, clothing? I don't know. What do people barter?
It's a little bit of everything. Okay. We have hotels that barter hotel rooms. We have restaurants that barter food. We have TV stations that barter their airtime.
Wow.
Cleaning services, dentists, doctors.
Okay. So what about the typical consumer? Are there things is this a way for them to get some things that they need? Do they have, things that they can barter as well, just being a typical consumer?
Absolutely. Unlike a lot of barter companies, NuBarter actually keeps the individuals in mind. Recently we had somebody who had a exercise machine, said it was the most expensive clothing rack he'd ever bought. But he knew if he went onto eBay, he would never get the value for it that it was, that was rightfully there.
Okay.
So he sold it through NuBarter on our marketplace, and he was able to get paid in barter dollars that he then used to go out to eat, get his house cleaned, maybe take a small vacation.
Very cool.
Yeah.
So once you go to NuBarter.com, am I saying that right? That's the
yes,
website.
It's
NuBarter.
NuBarter. T-E-R, yes.
.com. Once I go there, can I see a list of who's on there and what kind of things are on there? How do I know who I might be able to barter with, I guess?
Well, you can go into the website and you can go look at our marketplace and you can get a good idea of all the different types of businesses there. I can tell you we have Hilton Garden Inns, we have DoubleTree Hotels. Here in Atlanta, people would know Front Page News Restaurant. That's one that a lot of people are a big fan of.
I bet.
So restaurants and businesses like that are there all over the place. And like I said, we're in 12 different cities, so anywhere in the Southeast you can use NuBarter, and we're part of a much larger association called IRTA that actually has over 500,000 businesses across the globe.
Okay, so now that we know who's on there and what kind of things we might be able to get, is there a wish list of sorts so that we'll know, well, I have that, business, or I am a dry cleaner, or how do we know what other, entities might be wanting in exchange for the barter?
On our marketplace, you can put as many ads as you like. If you go into an eBay, they charge you to place an ad.
Yeah.
If you're a member of NuBarter, you can put as many ads on the website as you like. You can do searches. It's a very, very powerful website that you can drill down and do as deep of a search as you like, not just to items. You can literally focus on a zip code and find out how many members are there for you.
Crazy. That's wonderful. Now, of course, during these times, everybody's wondering about safety. Have you had any, consumers tell you just how, lucky they are that this is a safe mechanism to use and to, you put their information on? Talk to me a little bit about the safety of using it.
Sure. Well, information about our individual members is very closely kept. It is not something that anyone can get access to. You have to be a member of NuBarter to be able to see the business's details. Okay. And then even if you are a member and you can go in and look, you can find out the name of the company and their location and phone number, but you're not going to be able to find out anything that could be really used in an illegal manner. So we really have put a lot of safeguards in there. There are passwords to make sure only the right people are accessing it. And everybody does, exactly what they're supposed to. And we also monitor very closely what happens. So nothing happens that, not everyone's aware of.
I got to tell you, it sounds pretty intriguing. Go ahead and give everybody that website so they can go on and check it out for themselves.
Okay. It's NuBarter.com, NuBarter.com.
Excellent. Thanks so much for coming on the show and sharing all that information.
Oh, well,
and again,
thank
it's
you.
really easy to just go on and learn more about it, and then you can find out more about the electronic transfer of funds or whatever.
Absolutely, and you can contact any number of people. We have a 24-hour answering service if we're not in the office, so someone's always there for you.
Excellent. Thank you guys for tuning in to this segment of Focus Atlanta. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back with more.
Focus on the ATL.